Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, it's going to be a Sunday series featuring Masters and GM level plays sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. Got a lot of submission for those the last week, so I figured I would do this for the Sunday series. Bottom left-hand corner, game number 1, we're going to find the red Terran player Jeff here on Lost and Found. And in the top right-hand corner, the blue Terran player, it is Last Surprise from Rise Esports. Alright, so going to be a pretty high-level one here. You don't get into Rise if you stink. I was going to say that straight up here. So TVT is always a very interesting mirror matchup. In my opinion, by far the most interesting of the mirror matchups in StarCraft 2. PvP, okay. ZVZ, bleh, for the most part. Pretty much bleh, for the most part. And TVT, it just has everything. You can see a lot of different units here. We see battlecruisers sometimes, Thors, Cyclones, Hellbats, Hellions. I mean, one person can go mech, one person can go bio, and it's totally viable both ways. Whereas in ZVZ, it's like if someone goes Roach Ravager, you kind of just have to go Roach Ravager. You know what I mean? You can't really do anything else. Lings are no good. Mutas aren't really that great either for the most part, and you can't get them up in time unless things go crazy. You can't just go straight Muta against a Roach Ravager player because you will die. At least that's been my experience in ZVZ. I have been laddering a little bit more recently. Doing okay. My win-loss ratio is back up to a more respectable, about 50%. For a while there, I think it placed me a little bit higher than I am right now, and I had lost a whole bunch of games in that D3 level, but now I'm closer to where I think you need to be. I'm pretty much on the brink of getting to D2, and hopefully we'll see some improvement there. That'd be nice. If Falcon could get a little bit better at the ladder, I think it'd be fun for all of us. SCV harassing does check the factory. Both players really should be going for a factory here. Actually, Jeff is going to skip the fact and go for a quick expand here. That is dangerous. That is a dangerous situation to be in. So Reaper 1 here for Last Surprise and Reaper 2 for Jeff. Reaper's name is Speedy. For Jeff, he just wants to go fast. And then our other guy here, or is our Blue Reaper? Our Blue Reaper here is going to be William Afton, one of the co-founders of Freddy Fazbear Pizza. Afton created a device that can attach human souls to the franchise's animatronic puppets. Holy smokes, William Afton. Bad times, man. SCV coming on in to see what's going on. Is there a Reaper I need to worry about? Don't actually rightly know. We do have that engagement up here, though. Anybody going to die? Is William Afton going to... Oh, he does get killed. Bad pathing there. Actually goes to the right a little bit and then up, which slows him down and allows Speedy to take him out. So Speedy is your winner quite handily. I'm not sure he took much damage there at all. Nice dodge from Jeff. Expansion is coming up from Last Surprise, but it's late. It is late compared to Jeff's. SCV gets picked off here. Little SCV corpse there on the ground. Such a sad little guy. Cyclones in production here for Jeff, as you really should do in the early games here. Cyclone versus Cyclone is your standard opening in a TVT, at least at this level. If you don't have Cyclones and your opponent shows up and does have Cyclones, you're in trouble. But from there, you can transition. You don't have to go for what your opponent is going for. You can do whatever you want after you deal with the early Cyclone pressure. However, both players look pretty passive at this stage of the game. I'd be surprised if either of them really super moved out with their Cyclones. It looks like Jeff, if I had to guess, I'd say he's going to go ahead and play defensive here, and he is. He's going to sit up next to his natural base, which is almost done. It's almost an orbital command, which is beautiful. And Reaper here, Speedy, hopping up into the main, and you know what? Might actually kill this SCV, who is building the starport, and delay it. Oh, for about 2 seconds until another SCV comes in, and gets picked off there by the Reaper from the high ground for Last Surprise. The replacement Reaper there, doling out the justice in the name of Team Last Surprise. Surprise. What's that from? Quelle Surprise. It's from a movie. Can't remember exactly what it is. Either way, 4 Cyclones here is kind of overkill. Last Surprise can't deal with that at all. If Jeff moved out, he might be able to end it. And he is! Alright, so 4 moving out, 1 moving this way, 3 moving this way. I think he wants this to be a surprise for Last Surprise, where he's like, 1 Cyclone moving out, and poor Reaper. Get out of there, man. Not even close. We group up. We're all 4. And Hellion says, you know what? If there's nothing here to defend your juicy, delicious SCVs, I will roast them with fire. Thanks. Oh, but no. A Cyclone comes in just in time to play base defense. And just standing here means you're going to die. Get out of there, Hellion. And he does. Hellion's here for Jeff. Pushing in. Is there a tank? No. There are 2 Cyclones, though, and a bunker, but it's not done yet. It is under construction. 1 Cyclone done. This is exactly what you have to do. Target fire down those suckers. kill the SCV, maybe building the bunker. A lot of Marines are dying here, but the Banshee's a bigger problem. Do you have any lock-on? You have lock-on ability. Actually, go. 1, 2, 3, but not fast enough. That damage is really good, but not that good. And another Marine down here. In exchange for your life, perhaps, Cyclone Man? No, definitely not. Not in exchange for his life there at all. Banshees in production. Still, for last surprise. I think he was planning on making those Banshees a surprise because he was researching Cloak. Did he finish Cloak? He finished Cloak, but now it's been revealed. Now Jeff knows to expect Banshee attack, which he isn't really preparing for in the sense that he's not building any missile turrets. He just started an engineering bay in preparation for that, but I guess he's assuming that last surprise will play defensively for a couple minutes here just because he's worried about more Cyclone attacks and doesn't really have anything on the ground to stop that except for the Banshee. Look at the supply depot wall. What a weird, like maybe he's worried about future Reaper harass? That would shut it down for sure. I don't know what else that stops from happening though. Tanks in production for last surprise. A Raven in here too. I do love the Raven play in TVT. Cyclone. Third base orbital command already for Jeff is out here. He is economically up, although it's only 44 to 44 harvesters. He's got 3 bases. His second base is well fully saturated, and then that third base is ready to be lifted up at any time now. We are starting to make missile turrets, and by that I mean 1 missile turret. Okay, 2. 2 missile turrets. Where's the other one? 1. Oh, down here. Interesting place for it. I guess it kind of... Oh, man. This timing's going to be impeccable for Jeff. These are just going to finish when the Banshees arrive. And... Oh, no. He could have... Oh, he could have saved it. He actually decided to fly right through. Takes an extra shot. And suddenly this mineral line is in trouble. Yeah, there's the scan. Here comes the Cyclone. One of the Banshees is going to die, but the other one's still alive. Still picking stuff off. Already has 7 kills here. That's probably the one that was on defense. There's the lock-on, and there's the Raven, and there's the detection, and the Banshees are picked off. So that was, I mean, it was fairly damaging. 10 SCVs have been killed by last surprise here, but lost 2 Banshees in the process. I'm not sure that was worth. What do we got here? 1,700 resources lost for last surprise, and 1,500 for Jeff. Third base is just upgrading to an orbital command for last surprise, whereas Jeff's is happily landed right now. So he's ahead, again, economically looking pretty good here, but it's 55 to 40 harvesters. Last surprise is way up economically, and Jeff's going for battlecruiser. All right, remember how I said battlecruiser is sometimes kind of viable in TVT? Here it is. Jeff says yes, battlecruiser is here. I gotta say, in playing the Terran, I've been playing the Terran campaign of the original StarCraft remastered on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/FalconPaladin. Do those Saturdays and Sundays. And the build time for battlecruiser is like 5 minutes. It's so long in StarCraft1. This is 64 seconds. 64 in-game seconds. This game is so much faster than StarCraft1 in every possible way. Cyclones are like, you know what? I don't see anything scary except for that tank, as one of the Cyclones gets crushed. Just harassing the front here so the battlecruiser can come up from the backside. And actually, this is not a very good anti-air army. Just a handful of Marines and a couple tanks. Yep, 1 Marine down. This is... Wait, what? This is the last surprise. What is happening here? Oh, disable interference matrix. Nicely done on that Raven. Now the battlecruiser has to get out of there. Ooh, interfered with for sure. Do you have weapon refresh? You do. You can Yamato something. You could Yamato that Raven. That'd be pretty good, actually. Viking out, and there's another interference matrix. Holy smokes, save them. Save it. Lock-on ability does pick off the Raven there, and the Marines. Oh, he tactical jumps out with the battlecruiser. Amazing stuff. Another tank shows up, and the Cyclones are forced to pull back. Once again, who's super injured here? Where did he jump? Right here. He's got 2 kills. We're bringing several SCVs to repair him. Wow. How many? What? 7 SCVs. I guess it works. You could do that. So if we can repair him fast, might as well do it. Get him back on the field. Additional starports on the way here for Jeff. I don't know if that was an efficient attack or not for Jeff. Resources lost. Yeah, actually about 3,300 for Jeff now. And last surprise, closer to 2,100. So it did not go well, I would say, for Jeff on that particular engagement. If he had lost the battlecruiser, it would have been a lot worse. For sure. He's sticking to his guns, though, man. 2 battlecruisers at a time. Vehicle and ship weapons. And also the plating there. So here comes a small attack from last surprise. He's got Marines and Vikings. I'm not sure if he has enough necessarily He's working on air weapons, and he's getting those Vikings. They're the correct choice because they can kite these battle cruisers forever. Again, this is master level APM here, about 373 for Last Surprise and 116 for Jeff, which makes sense. He's playing the slower composition. The meching composition doesn't take as much APM as what we're seeing here from Last Surprise with all these Marines and these Vikings and whatnot, and trying to set up a 4th base, but yep. Oh, Widowmine's actually from... From Jeff here, in between his 3rd and his 4th base, but suddenly his 4th base is done. Thank you for coming 4th base. It was nice knowing you, but sayonara. Ooh, and a Thor. He's got Thor going, and oh, that is so many battle cruiser though, and Yamatos are gonna follow you to your doom. Yeah, that hurt. That really hurt. How many Vikings have been killed? 3? 3 Vikings have been lost here, but he did get that 4th base of Jeff's, take it right on down while his 3rd base is well established here. That's his natural base, rather. That's his 3rd base. He probably should have expanded behind that, but he's spending his money exceptionally well. He's only sitting on about 400 minerals. Ah, there we go. Now expanding up north to a 4th base location. Battle cruisers waiting for that cooldown on the Yamato cannon. About, what is that? Half of that, about 60 seconds on that cooldown, and 71 for tactical jump. Making 4 battle cruisers at a time is Jeff. They already have +1, +1, +2, +2 has begun here too. Last Surprise actually pulling back a little bit. Why, dude? What did you see that I missed? I don't see any red. I didn't see any battle cruisers jump into your base. If they did that, it's suicide anyway. Jeff's too smart for that. He knows you walk the battle cruisers up, and then you tactical jump them home, and they get in trouble, exactly as he's displayed already here in game number 1 for your Sunday series. I guess while I have you, a quick plug for the Gauntlet Global Open tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/GauntletSC2. Get players like Solar, Parting, Braddock has been here, Lozero's been around, Calazar's played recently. So if you want to see some high-level StarCraft professional players and up-and-coming high-level GMs like Starkiller, then come check us out. We are a good time. All right, you can't attack, though. There we go. Those Vikings. Ugh, Vikings out, but Marines! Here it is, Marine versus Battle Cruiser on the ground, and everybody gets out of there. That is too many Marines. With +2/+2 and a stim, jumping back. What do we have to do with Marines, guys? Quick pop quiz. Well, maybe a planetary fortress. I guess this poor BC is going to get picked out of the sky, and it does. Anti-armor missile, nicely done. Makes those Marines even more susceptible to these attacks. They technically have, what, -1 armor right now, and they will be taken out very, very nicely. Anti-armor missile is the idea. That's what you got to do. Brilliant, brilliant play there by Jeff. I was like, I don't know how we deal with these Marine Cyclones. Not enough of them. Battle cruisers, no. A couple of Hellions, but that was definitely not enough either. So anti-armor missile. Beautiful play against all of these Marines, giving them, man, -1 armor on a Marine. They're already pretty squishy as is. It's not what you want to see if you're a Marine pilot, that's for sure. More battle cruisers. That 2-2 is just about complete. +3/+3 on the way for Last Surprise for his Marines. And Blue Flame's done for Jeff too. Not that he's been all that aggressive with Hellions or anything like that. Oh, another expansion for Last Surprise. That is a 5th base along the right side, while the 4th base of Jeff is just now getting established here. You really should be going 2, 3, 4, 5 bases. Man, Terran macro at a high level is amazing. Last Surprise is maxed out at 13 minutes. That's pretty good. All right, trying to get some Yamato cannons off before you die. Do you have jumps available? Some of them had jumps available. Got some Yamatos off on the Thors as they're the biggest target at this point in time. You have a million SCVs on this. Exactly. Pull the SCVs off of the 4th base. Repair up these battle cruisers. 1, 9, 1, 10. 2 kills on those guys. And yeah, just continue to make 7 Vikings at a time. Last Surprise. Work on +3 ship weapons. Shoot, you already do, what, 32 damage per volley? 32 damage per shot on these battle cruisers. From distance, mind you. They don't have to get right up close. They have a range of 9, whereas the battle cruisers range, not 9. It is, in fact, 8. Yeah. Actually, they have a further range. Oh, I was going to, no, 6. What was I looking at there? Range of 6 for both. I was going to say, it doesn't make any sense that ground would be shorter than air, or vice versa, really. And it wasn't. They're the same. Trying to set up a base along this bottom side here for a 5th is our Terran player. Got a battlecruiser harassing our Terran player, our red Terran player, Jeff. Battlecruiser harassing up here, which is kind of hilarious. Yamato cannon down the Viking. Get it? No, don't go. Don't get the bait. Jumped out. Right to where the huge army of last surprise is. All right, man. Viking versus Viking. Marine versus Marine. Trying to Yamato cannon down these Vikings, but there are just too many of them. Tactical jumping out for everybody who can. That friend who just came back home, not allowed. Not allowed to come back home. Trying to get that anti-armor missile action, and there it is. But going to lose his 5th base entirely here. Last surprise playing this exceptionally well. He's up 50 supply. He's handling these battle cruisers in straight up engagements, which I'm very impressed with here. All right, there it is. The anti-air attack of these Thors. 50 damage per shot. 50. And then you're pretty good against planetary fortresses too. You do outrange PF, so they don't have the range upgrade. High-sec auto-tracking now getting started. He's like, wait, Thor's gonna take this down? Oh no. The repair, not enough. Can't out-repair the Thors. Unupgraded Thors too. Another battlecruiser goes down. This is looking real bad for the red Terran player, Jeff. He did expand on the left side, which is a bit of a saving grace right now, but he just lost 2 straight-up bases to an opponent who is sitting on 5 bases extremely comfortably, and his 4th is just about done for Jeff there. Resources lost 12,000 for last surprise, 15,000 for Jeff with more gas, as it makes sense because last surprise is going pretty heavy on the Marines. This planetary fortress, oh, this timing is so rough for Jeff right now. Yeah, I mean, what are your upgrades? 3-3 Marines, yo. Oh, but the SCV's saving it, repairing it. Guys, kill the SCVs. There you go. You're not going to get the base this way, but at least you kill the SCVs. It's 92 to 63 workers, which actually might be a bit of a detriment to last surprise because his army can't be as big as Jeff's can, as SCVs bring up, or they use up, rather, army supply. So that's 30 more supply that Jeff can have compared to last surprise if we're both maxed out. Not that Jeff is maxed out, mind you. He is about 133. Compared to the 199, as close as you can get without being there from a last surprise. A 6th base up north for last surprise here too. And I kind of envision this game, last surprise attacking over and over and over. And just kind of dealing with Jeff here that way, keeping him on his toes. Yamato cannons, trying to get those Thors, and they do get them. Mind you, the Vikings, though, are a bit of a problem. They're taking shots from the Yamato cannons, but they do not care. Not even a tiny bit here. You really should be target firing better than this. Nice tactical jump about 5 feet backwards. That was great stuff. And here comes the repair. Man, I feel like the Vikings could have done a little bit better from last surprise if he was target firing. But he's macroing back home, man. That is going to be a 6th base from him. Whereas reestablishing his 5th and maybe his 6th eventually here is Jeff. 92 to 63 harvesters. Getting battle cruisers of his own is last surprise. We're going to see BC versus BC here today. Upgrades are going to be better for Jeff just because he already has the +3. Wait, does he? Just because he already has the +3 on the air armor. I love the expanding from last surprise here too. He's like, you know what? You are not very mobile. I will abuse that immobility. I will expand 100 times. And even if you kill a couple of my bases, it doesn't really matter. Marines with 3-3 coming on down. Are they waiting for this base to come in? He thinks there's a base here, but there's not. Ta-da! Surprise! Surprise! Oh, run, command center. Get out of there. Oh, it's going to get target fired down. Trying to save it with the planetary fortress. Repair! No, they get it! They get it and then sacrifice themselves to this planetary fortress for reasons unknown. Battlecruisers going after the 5th base of last surprise. Are they going to get it? Actually, no. The Vikings show up in time. Yamato cannon on the Vikings. And then jumping home. This planetary fortress is so happy. He has got 21 kills because those Marines were dumb. I mean, last surprise was busy up here defending his own base, but... All right, I have a thought. I have a thought here. So, okay, never mind. Jeff has lost 16 battlecruisers. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot of PCs. He's got 12. I was going to say that if Jeff can jump in, Yamato cannon down like 6 or 7 Vikings and then jump out, then that's incredibly cost efficient, and that's free stuff, basically. But you can't do it really fast enough. Just because, again, tactical jump is a 71-second cooldown. You have to slow walk your way up here if you're going to jump out, and that takes time too. Only base that hasn't been taken yet is in the bottom right here from either Jeff or Last Surprise. At this point, I would not be surprised if Last Surprise ended up taking this one. Tank setting up missile turrets here. Planetary Fortress for this 4, 5, 6, 7th base of Last Surprise in the top left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases for Jeff. He's looking okay. He's going to do a bit of a flank attack here from the south. And one battlecruiser gets taken down immediately. Another one very close to dying. And one gets out. How many Vikings have died? 49 to 20 battlecruisers. I feel like these are trades that Last Surprise is cool with making. Really. He can take Viking losses at a 2-to-1 ratio compared to these battlecruisers. And you'll be just fine. What I'm really surprised, that Last Surprise has not done is just gone for it. Like, he can win this battle. If he attacks at a base with this army, the battlecruisers can't stop it. They can't stop the base from dying, and they just kind of push from there. I wonder if he's worried about jumps back into his own base, but dude, you're maxed out. You gotta make something happen here. Did that Thor just do a pirouette? This guy right here, watch him. And by watch him, I mean seriously, dude. Come on, let's go. Here he is. And then... he did! He just did a little pirouette heading south. That's hilarious. Alright, cool. Cool beans. Hey, look! Blue Flame Hellion run-bys into Planetary Fortress bases. Maybe not as good. Yeah. As that PF wrecks everything. That has high Zerg auto tracking. Thanks for asking. Actually, so do the ones down south from Jeff too. Alright, so hanging out inside of his own little sensor tower here and taking the base in the bottom right for an 8th base. So it's 8 bases to 6 right now. I don't know. I don't know how Jeff can do this. I love that he started going BC. I don't think it's enough. Vikings, get out. Kite. 1 BC of Jeff's goes down. Everybody else manages to get out of there. But again, see? Base here, Planetary Fortress. Okay, now your BCs are in a bit of trouble. As it's real nice to see some target firing here from these Vikings. They're starting to get it done. Battlecruisers pulling back into the Vikings. And yes, Jeff's battlecruiser army is no more. He has lost 28 of them. And he has 5 remaining. Doesn't seem like it's enough. Heal! Heal up the missile turret! As there's lasers from heaven. Are you actually going to let this thing kill your... Get out! Get out of there! Why are you letting this happen? He's back here is why. He's staring at this stuff. Well, battlecruiser dead. Because not paying enough attention. Jeff is now going for the Thors. Alright, so now our battlecruiser player is Last Surprise. Jeff is going for the Thor production here. They only have +1 attack, which is not great. But, I don't know. We'll see if he can use them a little bit better. I'm not sure they were all that great for Last Surprise. If Jeff can do it better, then so be it. So be it, I say. Hellbats at the 8th base. Oh. Somebody's thing was glitching. It held shift without me pressing it. The Last Surprise. His keyboard's busted? I don't know. Blue Flame Hellbats roasting up this base. Roasted. We do have Jeff's battlecruiser army, which is not huge. But we're attacking on separate sides here, kind of forcing Last Surprise to decide how he wants to handle this. Yamato cannon down. Lifting up the orbital command. It is on fire. The 7th base in the top left is under assault right now. Here comes Last Surprise. For a surprise from the back side. And you can't out-repair these SCVs, so just kill the SCVs. There we go. Yamato's immediately. Bam, 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 and then tactical jump. Yamato, tactical jump. Yamato, tactical jump. And everybody shows up back here. That is one of the best animations in the game. It really is. Just a woo, making more battlecruisers again. This one's on fire. It's under 100 HP. Someone should really come and save this, I think. Yeah, so got the +2 ship plating for Last Surprise, and the +1 attack on the ground for Jeff for the mech. So both players are working on their upgrades. They're trying to get there to the 3-3, but everybody has a bit of an advantage over the other player. Oh, can he save it? No, absolutely not, as fire and brimstone rain down on the head of those Hellbats. Marines, 3-3 Marines with stim and with combat shield. And your Hellbats are dead. Oh, they got a Marine. Good for them. Good for them killing a Marine there. Impressive. All right, 191 to 199 supply. We are maxed out on both ends right now. Battlecruisers are back for Jeff. He does have a nice little Thor base of about 9 Thors in the mix with that anti-air. Going to be pretty good against the BCs if you can target fire them. And he's got some Hellbats for the Marines too. How interesting is that? Anti-armor missile. Ooh, on the battlecruisers, knocking down their armor to a 2 from a 5. So no negative armor here. But that's enough to run away. Nobody wants to fight when an anti-armor missile just landed on them. They're embarrassed. They're orange. They got caught with their hands in the Cheeto bag. Yeah, these Marines are just... they're having a bad day, I think. I don't know about this. This Thor flank on the right side's really good. Yamato cannons finding their hits. Tactical jumping a little bit far back here. Battle cruisers getting picked out of the sky. No, tactical jumps away from Last Surprise. Excellent job there, but that definitely favored Jeff. We got a full 39,000 resources lost for Jeff, and 31 for Last Surprise, and 31 for Jeff. Pushing up at the front here. We got a tank. We're firing on these units. Man, that battlecruiser died so fast to those Thors. Vikings, however, flanking from the top side. Trying to get rid of these BCs. Raven getting fired down. That is the priority here. And can the Thors get rid of this Viking cloud before all of the battlecruisers are dead? Yes, they can. And suddenly we have Thors just sitting on your front door. They don't even have +2 attack yet. Interference matrix on one of the Thors. Marines trying to do stuff. Battlecruiser down. Viking down. 197 to 140 supply. This little Thor battlecruiser push is working so well for Jeff right now. Does he have the +2? He's got the +2. Marines trying to come in from the backside. Where are you even going? Are you going to base race? All right, well, we're giving up the space, this 4th along the right side. No big deal. Planetary Fortress done. Ooh, there is some production here, too. Don't let the battlecruiser finish Last Surprise. Okay, well, he had nothing to do with that, but it didn't. And this one's not going to finish either here. So we're doubling up supply. That is going to be it. Out of Last Surprise, Jeff has managed to make it happen. Working on +3 vehicle weapons here. Just marching up. It's all over but the crying. The Thors keep, like, readjusting themselves. Jeff's not quite sure where he wants to go. I suppose the main base is a good target. I mean, that's where a lot of production is. Oh, look at these, though. Look at these Vikings. I don't know. There's still a lot of production outside of this main, but this represents a lot of what Last Surprise is capable of doing. Thor's coming up this ramp. Very nice, actually. Pathing, so much better in StarCraft2 than it is in Brood War. I'll tell you what. Orbital command out. I mean, if you're Last Surprise, it's just almost kind of base race right now. I just don't know. You can't really engage here against these Thors that almost have +3 attack against these battlecruisers. Doing so well, too. 15 kills on that Thor. He is a captain. 13 there. He's a sergeant. 10, 9. The Thor's really paying for themselves in this engagement for sure. No question about it. Supply blocking Last Surprise. Well, that's one way to do it. You just go for the supply block. Sure, you have enough money to make Liberators, but can't do it if you don't have the supply required. And the main base by Last Surprise is very close to being entirely devoid of the color blue, which is not something you want to see in a game. Dun, dun. dun. Oh, blue flame on the SCD. I just thought you could dodge blue flame, right? Be nice if you could dodge fire coming out of a thing. Here's the engagement, though. Wow. Liberator set up for no reason whatsoever. Marine trying to make this thing happen. The Thors have actually lagged back a little bit, and there we go. There are the Thors, and they are picking off those Liberators. They are upset. Blue flame from the south side trying to make something happen here. Thors trying to make this thing work. Picking off Vikings from the sky. Liberators all gone here, too. And by that, I mean there's still 2. Wait, 1, 0. And there we go. That's a good way to get more supplies. To lose a lot of stuff. Actually, he built more supply somewhere. Somewheres along the way. I guess it's probably up at these bases, if you ask me. Losing more starports. Last Surprise is trying to have a last-ditch effort here, but it's 177 and 148 supply. We're making 3 Thors at a time and 2 battle cruisers back home and getting smart servos, because why not? Yeah, losing starports, losing barracks, more Liberator circles here. Look at these Liberators. Actually, not a bad answer against Thor. What is the range on this guy for air? 10, and the range on Defender mode is 14. So, yeah. Trying to repair. Oh, there go the anti-armor missiles. Oh, we are a lot of orange here. But Yamato cannon, everybody out of the sky. There are a couple Vikings present. The Thors do not care that they currently have 2 armor instead of 5. They can roll with it. No big deal. Are we still fighting here? Last Surprise. He's trying to make it happen. He actually is doing quite a bit of damage with that Cheeto dust on there. And finally it wears off. More reinforcements coming up from the south, though. That's been the problem right now, is that production for Jeff has continued apace throughout this entire game. We are fighting hard right now. Suddenly, there's not much left up here for Jeff. He does have these 3 Thors. Losing another battle cruiser. That is 45. 45 battle cruisers have died. All right, Vikings. I know you do bonus damage versus mechanical stuff, which these guys definitely are, but they're Thors, so it's not going to work out for you, baby. Baby doll. All right, more Thors, more battle cruisers coming from the south, and that's your GG. Last Surprise is defeated, and Jeff is victorious. I feel like he had it a couple of minutes ago, but Last Surprise had some more surprises for him. I can't help it. I can't stop doing the surprise weird wordplay. Wow, that was really great for game one of your Sunday series, y'all. Don't go anywhere. We have more stuff coming at you. That was incredible stuff. All right, so it was Battlecruiser for Jeff, back into Thor, back into Battlecruiser. Really didn't make much of anything else here. If we look at the lost stuff, 10 Thors, 45 Battlecruisers, and some Hellbats and some Hellions, but that was the vast majority of the stuff that was lost for him. 80,000 resources lost for Last Surprise compared to 49 for Jeff. 108 Vikings, 283 Marines, 19 battle cruisers, a ton of buildings, 5 Thors, all done in the name of this TVT. Okay, more coming at you. It's not going to be another TVT, I promise, but stick with me and we'll see what that one is. All right, game 2 of our Sunday series, the Master GM level, will be another Master game between Mini Titan and Bruce Lee here on Cerulean Fall, the latter edition. Bottom left-hand corner, a red Protoss player, Bruce Lee. Top right-hand corner, blue Zerg player, Mini Titan. Did I say blue or red now? I need to recommit to that. I've been making a couple mistakes in that area recently. For some reason, my brain sees red and it just tells me blue. I don't know. Brains are weird, man. That has a pool first out of Mini Titan. What? On Cerulean Falls? This is a big map. This is a really big map. This is not a great rushing map, but maybe that's why you do it. Maybe that's why you do it. I did want to mention Mini Titans from Jamit Gaming. Pretty nice spinning logo there. Extractor tricks his way into 14 supply. What is happening? I guess it did allow him to start that drone a little bit faster. So not bad. Not bad stuff. Are you going Nexus first? Nexus first versus Pool first here. This is going to be interesting. Warping in that Nexus first is Bruce Lee feeling extremely pleased with himself because he knows this is a huge map. If you can pull this off against a Zerg player who does not go quick 3-hatch, you are going to have the advantage of a lifetime. 6 lings in production, though. Takes a while to wall this off. We are on a timer. Ladies and gentlemen, expanding out beyond this is Mini Titan. Is Bruce Lee playing in the dark? In the dark. In the dark. Oh boy. And he's getting a forge. So he forged firsts. Entirely for defense, mind you. He's not cannon rushing because he doesn't have a probe across that side of the map. I was going to say, you had enough for a gateway for a minute there. Does he know? He knows it's a possibility anyway. And he's going to go ahead and throw up a pylon. And here come the Lings. It is so far away. And they show up and crap, there's a full wall. Oh, just kidding. Remember how you thought that was a full wall? I remember how you thought that was a full wall. He's going to try to kill these pylons because that's game over. Game over, man. Probes coming on in. They need to help fight here. That is going to be it. Can they get the pylon? One pylon down. Save your Lings, man. Don't. Ooh, the surrounding is really good by Bruce Lee. And mostly held. Oh, those Lings survived for no possible reason. No apparent reason at all. Just to come in here and go for a scout, I guess. The Overlord's doing that. Oh, they're hiding. They're hiding in the top right. Cannon is now done. Mini Titan's not sending any further aggression here. Except for a Baneling nest. Which he is actually sending out aggression for. Probe's going to check and see. Did these Lings come up here? Yes, they did. And now I'm a dead probe. That's a bad scouting. Bad scouting assignment to get there. Nope, don't lose them. These Lings need to stay alive forever because nothing's going to be able to kill them for a while. Okay, well, one died anyway. You got to make bigger loops than that. If you're running away from anything with a worker, look at Bruce Lee not harvesting it all from his main. He's oversaturated on his natural. Dude, put some workers there. Zergling's still alive. Zergling's still alive. Zergling's attacking the front where there's a cannon. Oh, Mini Titan, no. Don't be doing that. Oh, he's trying to make a... Oh, he's trying to make a Baneling, but that probe can actually attack through that and kill it before the Baneling pops. That was amazing. I mean, not that one Baneling would have done anything anyway. One Baneling is not enough to kill a probe straight up. It injures it quite severely, but you have to have that +2 attack in order to one-shot probes as a Baneling. All right, what are we looking at? 22 to 30 total harvesters. 3 base now coming up at 350, which is late. For Mini Titan, he killed 5 probes and a pylon for 13 Zerglings, which in resources lost value is actually not that bad. The problem is the worker count. The worker count is severely problematic here for Mini Titan. He's down 10. His opponent is happily running on basically 2 saturated bases right now, which is what that early Nexus can do for you, man. Early worker production, early double chrono boost is real nice. Making a Zealot first, which I find odd. Did that Overlord get out of there? Yeah, that Overlord skedaddled a while ago. So 3rd base up. Mini Titan's just hanging out. No big deal. Got a Spore Crawler there. Got a Spore Crawler here because he's playing entirely blind. Does not know what the higher tech at all is for Bruce Lee. And the answer to that question is actually there is no higher tech yet. He's at almost 5 minutes and hasn't gone for a Stargate, hasn't gone for a Twilight Council, Robotics Facility, any of those things. Hatchery is upgrading to a lair, spreading creep between the main and the natural base. 3rd base hatching. And still 30 to 43 harvesters. There we go. 6 workers at a time, though, for Mini Titan. He's going to be able to catch up here just a little bit. Just the tiniest of bits here. Creep spread pushing a little bit. It's not incredible creep spread at this stage of the game. Gateway, 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 gateway. What on earth are you doing, Bruce Lee? Is this like a random 7-gate from Wings of Liberty? Even the 7-gate, you'd have Colossus. What's your tech, man? Bruce Lee, you're freaking me out. 8 p.m. here, 146 for Mini Titan, about 160 for Bruce Lee. Not going for a 3rd. He's got a Gateway army, which is alright against Zerg. If they're charge lots, yeah, that helps a lot, but no. I am flabbergasted. Mini Titan's going for... He's got an infestation pit at 6 minutes. What? Dude, if he goes Swarm Host, he's going to be my hero. failed 12 pool into Swarm Host. He's got to kill his own gateway to get out with this gateway army. It's a gateway army with no higher attack. Is this like the weirdest 4-gate of all time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 9 warp gate with another one on the way. A 10 warp gate? A 10 warp gate, 7-minute attack. Swarm Hosts on the way for Mini Titan. What? What is happening? Yeah, there's your forward pylon. And third base is in a lot of trouble. I mean, I guess you throw your Locust down. Oh, good force fields. Those queens are toast. Look at him focusing down. Ah, gets the sentry there. That was pretty good stuff. These Swarm Hosts are just now popping, though. These guys need to get out or they're going to die. And pop, run, pop, run. One dies. One gets away. That's probably fair. Probably fair. Third base is just toast. Should have run those drones a long time ago. And it does end up falling there for Bruce Lee, who is going for the 2-base 9-gate here in Legacy of the Void. And yeah, Mini Titan was going for Swarm Hosts. This is insanity. All right, well, your Stalkers are in a lot of trouble, as are your Zealots, actually. Engaging with these guys is really dumb. Don't ever engage with Locusts. You will die. Unless they're trying to chase things. They hit so hard. The trade-off is that they're slow, right? You can run away from them. If you choose not to engage with them, you're actually okay. And it looks like Mini Titans held this with some kind of crazy combination of Locusts and Zerglings with no speed, mind you. These are slowlings still running around. Forward pylon dead. Other forward pylon probably also likewise dead.
Our pylon is under attack.
Yeah, it certainly is. Are you teching up Bruce Lee? Oh my gosh, he's getting a Twilight Council. And another Forge. Hooray! The problem is he's got Swarm Host coming in. Gateway is eminently horrible against Swarm Host. And going for a third base. What part of this makes you think you can go for a third base, Bruce Lee? No, but really, what part of this situation makes you feel like a third is the safe thing to do? All right, well, launch it up. You guys go that way. You guys go this way. Force fields don't help. They can fly. Cannons down. That army actually held that pretty well, but this Nexus is in a ton of trouble. Bam! Doesn't even get the cancel off. Swarm Host still not on cooldown. It's a long 41-second cooldown. Not as long as the 71-second tactical jump cooldown, mind you. Oh, yo, you're getting chased. Charges on the way and going for a Spire. So both players are teching up while this insanity is happening. A slow warping of Zealots here. Cooldown almost up. And it's up. Let's go. Defensive Locusts move. While you have some creep here. Flank attack. And frontal attack. If you can kind of surround them and keep them from going, you're going to be alright. Yeah, that pylon. If you can get that pylon. Dude, you can't go back with Locusts. If you go back, they die anyway. Might as well have them take some Zealots with them, as they are. And a sentry. And another sentry? Yeah, before they explode. Third base is in trouble again, though, for the Mini Titan. But guess what's here? More, oh, the force field's almost keeping those Swarm Hosts inside. Not focusing down the sentry. Dude, they're not even... Why are you trying to focus down the hatch? Don't do it. I guess you're going to get it, but still, you're losing a lot of army to make that happen. Oh, he didn't even get it. Oh, no, he recalled home too early. Bruce. Bruce, no. Oh, there's more army coming up. No big deal. Oh, but there's Locusts. Can they save it? Can they? No, absolutely not. Zealots actually hang on. 3 kills and 4 kills. They got +1/+1. Pretty good stuff. Mini Titan on the attack again. Hey, Warp Prism shenanigans. Yeah, at least there are some supporting... I can't believe they're supporting slowlings here. That's amazing to me. Yeah, the force fields don't help. Excuse me. Gonna go ahead and deny that upgrade there. Gonna get rid of the cybernetics core. Gonna kill the pylon. Gonna kill a sentry. Third base not gonna happen either. And Natural is in a lot of trouble. A lot of probes dying here. Oh. And look at this. They want to get the Nexus before they expire. Can't do it. Zerglings, can you get the Nexus? Meanwhile, big old warping of attack up here for Bruce Lee. Against Mini Titans. Zealots, Sentries present, Swarm Hosts not off. There we go. Off cooldown a little bit. And go. Pop some. There you go. So all these Zealots should die. They took down the natural base, though. What an insane game this is. We're at 27 to 24 Harvesters, 11 minutes into this thing. Everybody's dead. Where did your queen go? I assume you had a queen. These probes are here to fight, man. They're actually zapping away at these swarm hosts. At this, I mean, they could get one. Expose. Oh, they're trying to focus down the Spire. They get the Spire. Oh, I mean, not that Mini Titan really has the money. Well, he does, though. He's got 2,800 in the bank. Could have just popped out. Well, except he doesn't have any hatcheries. Warping up back. I have not seen a Protoss sit on gateway units this long in my entire life, and it's kind of working for him. Amazingly enough. And the spawning pool gets picked off here too. Alright, so 3 hatches, 2 spires, a spawning pool have gone down for Mini Titan in exchange for a gateway, a forge, cybernetics core, and a nexus, which is... Oh, what are these guys doing down here? They're killing probes, don't mind them. And in turn getting killed by probes. Yep, but guess who's here? No! Swarm hosts are home. Third base getting warp and attacked again, and there's no one to stop this. We are base racing it right now. Swarm host base racing. Alright, so that Nexus is toast. Bruce Lee's income is abysmal right now. Not that Mini Titans is much better. Locust trying to kill these dudes. They're just trying to kill the hatchery before they have to go home. This Zealot here is going after a Spore Crawler by his own lonesome. Look at this. Stalker. Oh, hey, you want to pop down here? Sure, I'll just hop inside your main, and I'll kill you with my one remaining Stalker. Locust taking down a warp gate. Not that it really matters, because Bruce Lee doesn't have the resources to support it anyway. Wow, 3 of them. This Locust got 3 gateways, so the pylon depowers those 3 warp gates, which he's going to kill anyway. This Stalker is a hero. 9 kills. He's a mentor. 10 kills. He's an instructor. No. Another Spire comes up here at the third base, which is hilarious. So one of my coworkers is at work testing a new build of a cloud product, and apparently they took him out for sushi after, and me and him are the only 2 non-sushi fans in the restaurant, or in the company. Just texted me and said, sorry you're missing out on sushi. Yeah. Of course it is. Alright, Zealot, Stalker, 12 kill Stalker, no, oh, saved it. Saved it, but that's all we have. All Bruce Lee has is a Stalker and 2 Zealots. The Zealots are in trouble. Pick him up, pick him up, picked him up. This is amazing stuff right now. Bruce Lee. 90 to 8 supply. Swarm hosts are so weird and unwieldy to use sometimes. No. Okay, good. You want to pop those locusts? Great. What you really need is a Hydralisk Den, I feel like. Man, look at him killing drones. I'm trying to kill swarm hosts, trying to kill that spore crawler before it burrows. Got it, and save him. Oh, the micro on display. All right, so we're being revealed now. If you're Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee is 100% being revealed. Warp Prism trying to do stuff. Locusts flying into nothing. Dude, get over here. You lazy bums. Fly. Are we? Seriously? I guess they are +1/+1 Zealots against no upgrade lings. Not even speed on these guys. They suck. Mutas are out. Uh-oh. Mutas are out. Now we're in trouble. No! Stalker down. Zealot gone. all that's left of this Warp Prism. And there's your GG out of Bruce Lee. He's out. Mini Titan is your winner in 16 minutes. Insane. Insane game. Who goes for a 12 pool into Swarm Host? Who goes for a mass gateway army off of 2 bases and 9 gates in Legacy of the Void? What is happening today? And both players almost won. Both players had a good chance to win there. That was incredible stuff. Mini Titan expanding down the right side. But still, sheesh. All right, one more game coming at you. This one is going to be at the GM level. And we'll see how it is and who it is in just a second. The final game of our Sunday series will be between... Boy, that is not something I can pronounce, but maybe Necha Perrin? We'll call him Necha versus Light from Psionic Aftermath. Bottom left-hand corner, red Protoss player Light from Psionic Aftermath. And the blue Protoss player on the top right, it is Necha, represented by a treble clef. For some reason, you don't really see musical notes in StarCraft. They don't really go together all that well. Anyway, and regardless, final game of our Sunday series will be a PvP here on Blue Shift. It is not Red Shift, and Blue Shift is not nearly as weird as Red Shift is. You have standard bases all over the place. You've got some watchtowers in separate locations here too. Quick plug for the podcast, Falcon Paladin Hour, every week. It's a podcast with me and my Australian buddy Asomicron, as well as guests sometimes. We've had guests before. What? Oh, it's a Forge. Forge coming up here from Necha. And it's gonna be a cannon, right? What a weird place for a cannon. I really like it though. Does he not see this light respond? Okay, well now you can't respond all that well, can you? Cannon? You have enough for a cannon? You do. What a weird cannon rush this is. What a crazy series this has been today for your Sunday series. All right, this cannon's going to wreak absolute havoc here. Necha throwing up another cannon here, powered by this pylon. And I think that's it. You can't... Zealots aren't going to help here. You have to get through your own gateway or this pylon to attack this thing. That is kind of genius. Out of Necha a little bit. All right, so look at that point blank. I was going to say, point blank attack is a weird thing for a cannon to do. And he'll get there eventually by killing this pylon. Oh, expanding up this way is Light. He says, you know what? I give up on this base. This base is no good. Now look at this. As close range as you can possibly attack something as a cannon. It's hilarious. Yeah, Light's not even responding to this. He says, nope, that was expertly done. Thank you for bringing that up. Everything's dead. Also, a quick plug for the Patreon, patreon.com/FalconPaladin. You can support the channel for as little as $1 a month to gain access to Let's Plays like Stardew Valley, Far Cry 5, Long Live the Queen, and others. For everybody who supports the podcast or the YouTube channel for $1 a month or more, yeah, get those Let's Plays. And yeah, here's your cannon. I mean, that's it. Light really should probably evacuate at this point. This is so well done from Necha. He's even got stuff back home. He's got his own gateway now, a cybernetics core, a cannon to defend against other attacks. But he doesn't know this. He doesn't know that this exists. I don't know if you can assume. He's like, how come he's not responding? Yeah, I mean, maybe you could just... Oh, you can recall them. Oh, then you just build a base here, and it's fine. Sure, you lost some stuff, but you got your robotics facility on the way, no big deal. Whereas a lot of investment is up here for Necha. This is an interesting play. What a way to deal with cheese out of Light. All right, so Stalker is here. He's not making a robotics facility. He thinks he's won. He thinks Light's just being a jerk and not leaving. Because he's not scouting. He is scouting. He's scouting down this way. Maybe eventually he'll get up here, but I don't know. No guarantees. No guarantees on that one. Yeah, he checked that base. No, he's going to find this one. Oh, that's where everybody went. Well, I am super dead. He sees the warp prism. He sees the stalkers. Now he needs to prepare by building additional gateways, getting a Twilight Council here too. Blink was a pretty good option, I think. The problem is Immortal. Yeah, here's your Immortal from Light. It's being Chrono Boost. Light still has some stuff down here, but the remaining smoldering remnants of his Nexus are present. All right. Warp Prism going to sneak on up. Doesn't have the Immortal with him. And it's going to be fancy Warp Prism Micro. Don't take cannon shots, though. Cannon shots are unnecessary. There you go. Good. Now, here's the Immortal. And Light making another Immortal. Necha's not going Immortal. That's it. That's your ball game. If you... Okay, there's the robotics facility. But if you have an opponent show up with an Immortal and some Stalkers, and you have some Stalkers, you just lose. Here it is. Trying to land in a place with the Stalkers. Ugh. Unloading on the low ground. Bam. Getting some shots off here. I like how Necha is trying to keep... Oof. Trying to keep the aggression away. Oh, there it is, though. Immortal's on the high ground. Now we can take the high ground. And we can also warp in some Zealots, because why not right now? Oh, Warp Prism gets picked off, and the Zealots are here, but it's too late. We have an Artosis Pylon covering that Warp Gate and that cannon. Gonna make sure that dies first. There is a Shield Battery back here, but Shield Battery is only so good. Immortals hit really, really hard. And there are some additional Warp Gates that actually do have power here. This Immortal, man, working hard for his money. And dead. He's dead. Okay, Necha might have held. Necha might have actually held here. Another Immortal in production. Additional Stalkers are here. Just kidding. Not it. How about it? Okay, he does have the Immortal. All right, so there's the Immortal. Warping in some Stalkers of his own. He is going for a Warp Prism of his own. This whole one base to one base thing is insanity. All right, so 3 Stalker versus 5 Stalker, but there's an Immortal here too. He's gonna try to warp. He's gonna try to warp in again. This time it might work. Oh, the blink! They do get the Warp Prism, but the Zealots are in again. Oh my goodness gracious! Good micro here from Necha, not getting surrounded. But better micro there by Light, making sure the Zealots were on top of the probes, and the Immortal's alive. 3 kills on that, buddy. Zealots inside the mineral line. They're gonna try to hack down. Try to hack down these Stalkers. At the very least, keep them busy, but no, surrounded by probes and Stalker makes that thing happen. However, 3 Stalkers remaining here for Light. And yeah, not enough Stalkers remaining. Nice blink out, though. Fantastic blink out. Lost one, but the Immortal's been regaining shields this whole time. This is insanity. This whole series has been great. I have been on the edge of my seat here. Ooh. All right. Actually, not the edge of my seat, because on the edge of your seat, casting is actually real uncomfortable on your back. All right, probes here fighting. 21 to 12 Harvesters right now, which is not good. Not good at all. Warping in a Zealot is Necha. Did he just dodge an Immortal attack? That was incredible. And that's it. Good game out of Necha. Our Cannon Rusher is done for the day, and Light is your winner in 7.5 minutes. Yeah, Immortals, man. Immortals all the live long dice. 7 kills on that guy. 7. I guess this guy had 6, which is pretty good. Look at that. Particle Disruptor, like, frozen in time. Kind of neat. It's reaching right out and tickling him. Well, with pain. All right, 3,700 resources lost there by Necha compared to 28 for Light. At Immortals, man. MVPs of the match. Additional Stalkers are already here. Warp Prism there, too. Reinforcements on the way. Necha was right to tap out. Okay, well, that is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft2 Legacy of the Void and your Sunday series. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.